I'm here with Dr. Richard Marks.
Yeah, I'm a director of the PlayStation Magic Lab. So we're a research group, and our kind of charter is to think about how technology might be able to change the game experience.
Okay, so Magic Lab is where you guys are creating new hardware, new cool things from PlayStation, whether it's Project Morpheus, this is the virtual reality headset that Sony's creating for the PlayStation 4, and for folks at home who aren't savvy to virtual reality, it's a very new medium. What's the most important thing that they take away about Morpheus, about VR in general?
The biggest thing about VR is you don't know what it's like until you try it, and a lot of people think they see it on television and go, I'm not sure I want that. You have to try it to know what it feels like. The sense of scale, the sense of having things in the same space as you, there's no way to replicate that with a television set, so you actually have to try VR to know what it's like. Also, if you've only tried VR maybe a long time ago, it's changed a lot.
Virtual Boy, see it now in 3D.
Really just urge people to try it again if they have tried it before or have never tried it.
And in the past, what I've seen from you guys is largely representative demos, stuff that showcases what the hardware is capable of. And here, it seems like you have a lot more fleshed out experiences, stuff that will become games, right? Could you kind of walk me through the catalog you're showing here?
We have 18 different experiences that we're showing.
18?
Yeah, so a lot of different experiences and really different experiences. I mean, you've got to try, so like we had a first-person shooter.
Or if there's a spider at your feet, you just aim down and shoot the spider.
I played a Super Hypercube, which is an abstract 3D puzzle game.
You're seeing Tetris-y shapes in a 3D environment, flying through space towards a cutout in a wall that you need to match it with. How do you get people to stop playing this game?
And then we have an experience from our internal Japan studio, which Playroom VR, they're calling it right now. Can't throw the helicopter. Right. Can't throw the helicopter.
But I want to throw the helicopter.
I know. Got him. Got him. Instead of showing on the TV the same thing as the person in VR, you can show something completely different. So you can have other players kind of playing against the guy who's in VR.
That last bit that you talked about, Playroom VR, is something that I think is especially interesting, is multiplayer virtual reality and the ability to play with other folks. And that's something that I don't think a lot of people know about necessarily, is that if you're wearing a Project Morpheus headset and you're playing on PlayStation 4 at home, if you have a friend next to you, they can have an entirely different experience using the television and a controller, right?
Right, and for us, the PlayStation's typically in the family room, and that's a big deal for us. There's lots of people in the family room, and so we want it to be a social experience. And you can talk to each other, and it's just fun because it is asymmetric, and you can do a lot of creative things with that, and I think developers are going to be excited with this new feature.
So how are people going to get to experience Project Morpheus? You know, it launches in the first half of 2016. How are people going to get to try this? Are there going to be mall setups or kiosks all over the place? Or?
Yeah, we're looking at all the traditional ways that we show games. It's more challenging with VR because it is a little bit more
involved. Yeah, right? You got to put on a headset.
You can't really broadcast it, right? That's the biggest challenge. So what I really think is going to be the huge thing for VR is when the first people buy it, they bring it home. We want to enable them with great content to be able to show their friends and bring them kind of into the experience right away. So, because that's really going to be what sells VR, I think.